And I wasn't trying to directly call those people homeless, or as someone took it that I called them ghetto and not the event or the key not working, which is what I meant. But because my video was clipped and edited to make it seem like that, and you guys just went with it, that's just the result of that is me getting all of this backlash.
Influencers have been going off the rails, okay? We have been seeing content creators, influencers, whatever you want to name yourself, just completely lose the plot. There is some who just absolutely blow my mind at how entitled they are. And I don't think we're taking any bite of it anymore, which is fabulous, because I always didn't understand why we put influencers or certain content creators on a pedestal that they clearly didn't need to be on. And I think the thing that really is disappointing is when they look down upon people who aren't influencers or content creators or have a following. And to me, I just go, whatever, like clearly you think you're better than everyone else for whatever reason. Today we are covering some of these videos that have just shocked and rocked me, and let's just say I cannot believe this is the attitude that some people have. Comment below, let me know what you think.
And at this point I had been in the line almost an hour and a half, and about 45 minutes in I had decided I was just going to wait it out since I made the trip already, and to film how ridiculous this was going to be, because I could already tell from the people in the line. You go in, you were told to grab a key off a wall and insert it into the matching number of the drawer, and you would get something. Of course, the key didn't work, and I was like, yep, we are still ghetto coming in here. And she was like, oh, no, you're doing it wrong. I was like, I think I flipped the key 8 which ways, but whatever. Finally got it open, and I won a color analysis. Yeah, it was an event for waiting and nothing else. And then I went outside and look at all the rest of these people. Look at the people in the line. And this is what was waiting to go in. And I said, I wanted to hand one of them my macro and say, this is what you're waiting for. But I said, you know what? I'm going to let them be. And I said, I just need a drink. So I popped into Jack's wife, Frida, and the bartender made me a perfect Cosmo to wind down before I had a serious crash out.
What an utter... And I should have gotten the hint when I saw every Joe Schmo from off the street that literally looked like they rolled out of bed fucking homeless. Waiting in line to get into this thing. PSA to marshals, if you're gonna go ahead and slide in the DMs of a creator that you see on here, a content creator tagging you constantly in videos, and you're gonna go ahead and say, we invite you in capital letters to this event and join us, please don't waste our time. We spend a lot of our time curating content, editing, filming, posting, and for you to waste our time with this is such a slap in the face. I feel like I never want to shop at Marshall's again. That's exactly how I feel. Color analysis, babe, stop. Please make sure that you have a content creator day, and that you also have a day where any schmuck could come in. I'm peanuts. I am nobody on here. And I know that such a big brand like Marshall's, for them to do that, and I can tell who was a content creator in the line and who wasn't. You can tell. You can tell by how we dress. You can tell by our hair. You can tell by... But 80% of the line... I really don't mean to be mean. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and everyone has their own lives, and everyone has their own means to get by, and I am not a materialistic person, but when you contact content creators and invite them to places, I can't wait to get home.
I just want to first off by saying that's not the full video. Apparently it was a 10-minute video that this person has now deleted from the internet. And we'll go through the apology video next. That one's a doozy. I don't like the way that she has spoke that whole 2-minute and a bit video. And my biggest issue is, every Joe Schmo off the street just roll out of bed looking homeless. Or whatever she said, something about homeless. And I just think it's so disgusting to talk about people like that. Sorry, we don't live all as content creators, honey. Like, it's just ridiculous. And why are you looking down on other people? Who do you think is watching your content and supporting you. Is it other influencers and content creators? Maybe a little bit, but I highly doubt it. I think it's your normal everyday Joe Schmo like myself, who I don't watch her videos, but I do watch other influencers, not really, but some I might, and I do like watching, and others I don't. But my main point is, it's everyday people, the Joe Schmoes or whatever you said, that are probably supporting your channel and watching you from the sidelines. And for you to say something like that is so disrespectful, and they have every right to be there, just like you do. And to say, oh, it needs to be a whole content creator day is ridiculous. You just think you should get special treatment. I think it's just really disappointing, and I really didn't like that she even changed the tone in which she was talking when she said, oh, I'm not trying to be mean. I know people have, X, Y going on in their life. No. You said what you said with your full chest. And this is the thing I don't understand. The individuals who were in the line with you had nothing to do with Marshall's inviting you to this event and you thinking it was for content creators only. I just think it's so unfair. Why are you directing your anger at people who don't even know who you are, probably? And honestly, they don't care who you are as well in the line. But because you're a content creator, you just think you're better. It's just so ridiculous. And in that message she was sent, just because it said, we're inviting you with capital letters, to me, it doesn't really seem like it's a direct invite. I know she was sent individually, a message on social media, but if it's not personalized, if it doesn't, if I got a message and said, we're inviting you to blah, 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 if it doesn't address my name or something personalized to myself, I'll just think, oh, this is a generic message they've just sent out. They're not even addressing me by my name or anything personal about this. So I don't know. I kind of think that was a hint in itself that maybe this wasn't something that was for you exactly. That's just what I take from that. Let's watch this apology video. Okay, buckle in, because we're going to digest this one.
Monday. I am coming on here for a few reasons. Being told to take accountability, and I will. I think that my video was taken out of context. That's not what I meant. And I wasn't trying to directly call those people homeless.
What an utter... And I should have gotten the hint when I saw every Joe Schmo from off the street that literally looked like they rolled out of bed fucking homeless, waiting in line to get into the stage.
Or as someone took it, that I called them ghetto and not the event, or the key not working, which is what I meant. But because my video was clipped and edited to make it seem like that, and you guys just went with it, that's just the result of that is me getting all of this backlash and threat. And I'll probably still continue to get threats from this, but TikTok has pretty decent cyberbullying guidelines on there, and we'll continue to do what we need to do and anything else that we need to do as far as harassment. So I apologize if I came off that I was calling people any sort of derogatory thing. That's not what I meant. I apologize if I've hurt anyone's feelings. That was not my intention at all. I think that clip of that it was cut really made it seem like that's all the whole video was, and it really wasn't. If you were able to watch the entire video, it was an overall projection of the situation that I was put in. The whole experience was not for a creator, which is what I was invited to as. And for those of you that are like, it was advertised and it's a discount store and it's a pop-up and you should know that, and who are you when you're not a creator? Why would they just invite you? All those things. And that's fine. I get that. When people that don't create don't know what it is to even have 2,000 followers and get sent PR and get invited to events. I have been invited to several events and have gone to several events that also, for the ones that are in public relations and social media managers on here that are saying that's not really how you get an invite. I have been invited to quite a few events via DM that have been solely and exclusively for content creators. So my bad for not going ahead and doubting or asking marshals who it is that will be there, what the details will be. Here is a screenshot of the invite that they sent me, not only on TikTok, but also on Instagram. I think that my frustration was very valid. I think that anybody who puts a lot of time and effort into making sure that they show up and it not be that would be upset as well. I didn't mean for it to come off that way, and it did for some people. And so I apologize for that. If it was any other issue other than what I truly was explaining and what I truly felt, then Marshalls wouldn't have responded with sending me a large gift card. Also sent an apology as well. So I think that I was valid in what I was upset for. I was expecting to go to a space that was created for content creators, as I was personally invited. I was not aware that it was a public drop-in, that across the board, anyone could agree that when your time is wasted and resources are wasted and when they're limited to begin with, I think that anyone could understand getting overly upset, maybe over exaggerating. Want to thank Marshalls for reaching out to me and understanding where I was coming from clearly. And hopefully that this is a turning point, not only for them, but for any other brand that sends out an invitation to obvious content creators and it be curated solely for them. Because when we go there to create content, it's not a stop along the way for us. And so hopefully that's something that happens in the future with them. As far as the gift card that I was provided, I yesterday went to my followers to see how they could help me give it as a giveaway, because I want to do that. I don't want the gift card. I had so many messages about women saying that I should just go ahead and buy a bunch of things off of a wish list for a women's shelter or for babies in need or children in need. And I think that that's a great idea. And again, this might not suffice for people. I know that people are still going to be upset, find a way to be upset, to mince and cherry pick and turn all my words in this video and find a way to take it still as a personal attack to them and validate then their personal attack to me. I will continue to block. I will continue to do what it is that I have to do and that I'm doing. It should be known that it's okay to be upset. And it's okay to disagree with people's opinions and with people's words, but also a First Amendment right for me to be able to say what I want, as well as you guys. But I think it crosses the line when you're actively seeking people out and threatening them and their family, and with children involved. I think you just miss the point and it's over the line. If you're trying to be morally righteous over someone, I think that when you're starting to threaten people, you're crossing the line and it's not deserved. I had an opinion on something that happened to me. I wasn't on here cyberbullying people, and I never will do that. I choose to use my platform to create content that I truly enjoy of my life. I don't solely open an account to channel any anger or hate towards people. I posted one video of an opinion, and I may have hurt people's feelings, and I apologize for that, but I'm not on here seeking people out and using my platform to just spread hate. The support that I have from my husband, from my family, from my friends, and for my followers, my true followers, the army that I have behind me, the DMs that I've been sent, you guys, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you that have been here, that continue to be here. It'd be very easy to give them what they want and shut off and stop making content and stop doing what I enjoy doing. But I'm here not for them. Who I'm here for are my followers and my supporters and the people that truly enjoy my content and the people that truly understand where I was coming from. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you guys soon.
I do firstly want to say I don't think anyone should get any threats ever and involve someone's family. I do not condone that at all. I think that's disgusting behaviour as well, because at the end of the day, I will acknowledge we do all make mistakes and we do all say things that aren't great. I don't agree with what she said, and I don't think that anyone's twisting her words. You said what you said out of your mouth, and of course people are going to see it and view it a certain way. You literally said every Joe Schmo or Joe Schmuck off the street, and you literally said the word homeless. I don't know how anyone could defend you. Those words came out of your mouth. Like, I don't get it. And I think this apology video or whatever, I can see where she's coming from, but I also can see where she didn't really take accountability. It upset some people. And it's like, yes, because I don't think she understands what she was saying. All she was saying was, it offended some people. I didn't even mean it that way. It came across that way, and you clipped my video. If the video was so dandy and fine, why did you delete it? Okay? That's the thing I don't understand. If it's such a nice video, why get rid of it? What's wrong with it then? Because people had a reaction to your video. Just because Marshall's personally, and I understand it said personally invite you, but I just don't really get it, because if it was a publicly advertised event, how could you even think that it's just a content creator invite only? And who even cares if other people are there? You can still make content. Were you not still videoing the whole thing? And did you just not make a 10-minute video or whatever, how long it was on that day? I don't get it. And saying, oh, I got a color analysis, yay. Like, just being so ungrateful about it. I just think it's a level of entitlement. I just think it's ridiculous, and I don't agree. I don't think people are taking it out of context. And I think she, you know, I can see where she's coming from in certain points, but I also can see where, you know, I don't think this was taken out of context. You said what you said. Just own up to it. You upset people, of course. Oh, it should be a content creator day. I don't want to see every Joe Schmo, Joe Schmuck in this line. I want content creators and influencers, because you can tell by the way that we dress, by the way that we look when you're a content creator and influencer. It's ridiculous. Comment below, let me know what you think, because I just can't even wrap my head around this. I feel like she doesn't see what she said with full understanding. And after all of this, she did actually end up leaving TikTok at least. And this is what it said. Hi friends, I have decided to leave the platform, not in defeat but in peace. A smear campaign tried to define me. After receiving threats directed at me and my family, I reported everything. TikTok reviewed the situation and found no violations for a majority of them. The platform continues to uplift creators who build their following through hate, harassment and bullying. This isn't just about me, it's about a system that fails to protect the people it profits from and protects the liberal mindset and their actions. This absence became a gift. I remembered how simple life can be beyond the screen. The time away has given me space to breathe, heal, and rediscover what truly matters. I've realised that stepping back is not a loss, it's a gift. And I'm genuinely happy to continue my journey without the platform. For those who saw me, stood by me, supported me, and reminded me of my worth, thank you. Your kindness and encouragement have meant more than you know. Without all of you, I would not have had the amazing opportunities, friendships, and memories that came along with content creating. I'm not disappearing, I'm just choosing a different path, one where I'm free to grow without being silenced. I carry your support with me as I move forward. Lighter, stronger, and free. With love and gratitude, Kim. That message was overall nice, but again, I don't agree with threats. I think that is really too far. I don't think anyone should be doing anything like that. And when you have a family and you're getting threats about your family, that's not on. You don't do that. And even threats to the individual, I think that's too far. I know what she said, in my opinion, was not great. We can acknowledge that as adults. But do you need to get behind a screen? And should you be messaging and threatening people? Absolutely not. And I don't know why people are doing that and are comfortable to do that, because at the end of the day, we are humans and threats are just a big no. You just shouldn't be doing that. You can disagree with someone and their opinions, fine, voice that, you know, you feel how you feel, but you don't need to be threatening someone. I think that's too far. My whole takeaway from this is content creators and influencers need to be careful about what they're saying online, because people are coming to realize that just because you are on somewhat of a pedestal by other people doesn't mean that you don't get exposed to criticism, to people who disagree with what you have to say, especially when you're out of alignment with what you're saying. I think it is good that we are sticking up for ourselves and saying, you know, when things are wrong or something's inappropriate, we are saying something about it. We're not just bystanding it and watching it and going, oh, okay, that wasn't great, but I'll just, you know, move on. I think it's great that we're voicing our opinions and we're saying, look, this isn't okay, because that is important. If you haven't already, comment below, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for being here. I will do another part to this video because I have a few others I want to cover, but thank you so much for supporting me. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to join the fam. We'd love to have you here. Our goal is 500 subs. We are so close. And you have an amazing rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.